Hello. The end of this video is my favourite, but I need to read something to you to give you all a bit of context, so bear with me. Got my laptop here. I'm just going to read from it. 2020 was difficult, but on a personal level, it was the biggest blessing. I acknowledged and accepted my innermost self. Not the me that had adapted to fit into this world. I'm talking about me in my rawest form. I dug deep and found a level so deep I didn't know existed. I sat alone. I contemplated so much. I came to terms with my truest self, my deepest desires and secrets. So, I had always been scared to be alone, and I don't mean single. I was very uncomfortable spending even an hour alone with myself. It was unbearable. If I had to spend time alone, I made sure I was busy and distracted. The rest of the time I was always with people, whether they made me feel good or bad was irrelevant to me. I did anything to avoid solitude. I burnt the candle at both ends to avoid loneliness. So I would overwork, exercise, socialise, anything but be on my own. It was a big problem, and ironically I was lonely. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't lacking quality human companionship. I had and still have great friends and my amazing family. However, I was lonely in myself. When I say I conquered this fear in 2020, I mean months and months into 2020. It was actually during the first lockdown, when I had no other option than to get over this self-destructive fear. Going good, aren't we? Going strong. At the beginning of 2020 and pretty much all of 2019, I was barely ever alone. I stayed at my uni house once, alone for a night. That's it. I couldn't bear it. The room felt like it was consuming me. I remember crying for hours. My third year of uni, arguably the most important year, was cut short due to COVID. Mental health wise, it was for the best as I was a shambles. So, I went home and continued my studies. It turned out to be a really beautiful time in my life. I was lucky. I worked on uni essays, sunbathed because it was boiling, ate healthy, exercised every day, meditated. I spent a lot of time in my room. Thinking, listening to music, watching YouTubers and television series I never would have thought to watch before. It was surprisingly quick into this blissful period of me time that I realised that I am bisexual. It was right there, so obvious, but it genuinely wasn't until that moment in my bedroom, just me, myself and I, that it dawned on me. It dawned on me that I'm attracted to women too. That my appreciation of the female form was a lot deeper than women supporting women. Reflecting back, it is crazy that it took me till age 21 to figure this out. Going a bit West Country. That was awful. That sounded kind of Geordie. Back to it. Don't know what that was. Yeah, it was so freaking obvious. I guess it was a combo of internalized homophobia, lack of representation of bisexuality in the media, and my fear of being alone that prohibited me from coming to terms with this quite major part of myself. Realising the truth was so liberating. It will always be one of the best times of my life, the coming out period. It was wonderfully weird. I felt like a new person. I felt like I instantly understood so much about myself that I never got before. As cliche as it sounds, so many things fell into place. Not everything, because sadly life's not that perfect. But yeah, my life did get a lot more spectacular. A few months down the line, I was able to tell my friends, my family and my boyfriend. And now I'm here in 2021 coming out to you, and I couldn't be more excited and proud of myself. Bisexuality is one of the best things about me. Bisexuality is a sexual orientation. I choose to identify with the label on my own terms. It is not a box that you can put me in. Bisexuality is within my nature. It's something that's always been a part of me. Bisexuality is the potential to love irrespective of gender. It's the love of human beings. In the words of the legend June Jordan, bisexuality means I'm free, and I am as likely to want to love a woman as I am likely to want to love a man. Bisexuality is not caring what others think. Bisexuality is a celebration of non-conformity. Bisexuality is being attracted to some women and some men, not all women and not all men.
Bisexuality is beautiful.
Bisexuality is being brave.
Bisexuality is putting your happiness at the top of your agenda.
Bisexuality means you may end up with a man or you may end up with a woman, not that you need both. I'm certainly not dissatisfied, and I'm in a monogamous relationship with a guy.
Bisexuality is a fearless form of self-love.
Bisexuality is knowing that you're different. Bisexuality is a deep knowing of the truest self.